Hello, my name is Ben Lovegrove, and in this video I'm going to try to answer the question, what is the Space Force going to do? In June 2018, President Trump announced that the US would be developing a Space Force. 2 months later, it was also announced that they plan to have the new service, USSF, established by 2020 with an initial personnel count of 200. In July 2019, the then UK Defence Secretary Penny Mordaunt announced that the RAF is moving towards developing into a Space Force. An RAF test pilot is to be seconded to support Virgin Orbit's satellite program and will be aboard Cosmic Girl, Virgin Orbit's modified Boeing 747-400 satellite launch platform. In early August 2019, France announced that it too would be putting satellites in Earth orbit armed with laser weapons and machine guns. The stated purpose would be to establish a space command for defending French satellites. It is likely that other countries with assets in space, China, Russia, India and others, will follow suit and establish measures to protect those assets with weapons. The US Space Force Strategic Overview, published in February 2019 and in the public domain, Google for it, includes this section. The Space Force will be organized, trained and equipped to meet the following priorities: protecting the nation's interests in space and the peaceful use of space for all responsible actors, consistent with applicable law, including international law. Ensuring unfettered use of space for US national security purposes, the US economy, and US persons, partners and allies. Deterring aggression and defending the nation, US allies and US interests from hostile acts in and from space. Ensuring that needed space capabilities are integrated and available to all US combatant commands. Projecting military power in, from and to space in support of our nation's interests. And developing, maintaining and improving a community of professionals focused on the national security demands of the space domain. It follows that any military power capable of putting satellites into orbit has the ability, or can quickly acquire it, to arm them for defensive or offensive purposes, and for the same or similar reasons to those listed above by the Americans. It seems we are moving from the age in which satellites are used for mere surveillance and spying to an era of weaponized hardware in the Earth's atmosphere. One could argue that this is only to be expected. Armed forces operate on land, sea and in the air, so it's only logical that they should extend into space to protect a nation's interests there too. And while some may be alarmed by this militarization of space and the money and resources these projects consume, it is also true that space-based weapons could be used to protect our planet from asteroids capable of creating an extinction event. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty bans the placement of weapons of mass destruction in space. The treaty, signed by 109 countries and with another 23 signed but yet to ratify, states that nations shall be free to explore space unhindered by others, and that all worlds and bodies outside the Earth's atmosphere should be used only for peaceful purposes. The treaty also says that no nation can claim sovereignty over any of those celestial bodies. In December 2018, I uploaded a video entitled, "What is the X-37B?" The Boeing X-37 Orbital Test Vehicle spaceplane. In that video, I summarized what we know about this unmanned vehicle and described some of the theories about it. See the link below this video or search in my channel homepage. It was originally designed to be a reusable space vehicle for the purposes of launching, servicing or retrieving satellites. It can also carry equipment and instruments into space where they can be tested and returned to Earth for analysis. The project began under NASA as a civilian project, but was later transferred to the US Department of Defense. Since then, very few of the X-37B's experiments and tests have been made public. So perhaps first-generation Space Force weapons will include conventional machine guns capable of destroying the solar panels that power a satellite, laser weapons, and other kinetic weapons still under development. These weapons may include advanced electronic warfare capabilities still shrouded in mystery. Another theory is that the development of the Space Force, particularly by the USA, is in preparation for the ultimate false flag operation. Military false flag operations have occurred in the past and are a matter of historical fact. It's a proven technique for boosting the funding of the military and for justifying military action. The idea is that after several decades of indoctrination, our fears and xenophobia are being harnessed in preparation for combating extraterrestrials. Having convinced the majority of people that ETs are something to be feared as the harbingers of our worst nightmares, the military-industrial complex will fight them and maintain control of the planet and us. It is said that some of the ET races visiting Earth are here to help us rise out of barbarity and to take our place alongside other civilizations in this and other galaxies in a new era of expansion of consciousness and space exploration, as a Type 1 civilization instead of the Type 0 species we are at present. But, some say, other races are not so benign and have been cooperating with the military-industrial complex to keep us in the dark. It has been suggested that the alien invasion will be hoaxed by the military so that it appears we are under attack, but that the attack is being conducted by the military forces in disguise. By winning this fake war, the status quo is maintained and the military-industrial complex emerges as the hero and saviour, rewarded with prestige and access to billions more of tax dollars. Meanwhile, we, the people of planet Earth, miss our chance to break free of our dependence on oil and the masters who keep us as tax slaves, funding the elite's power pyramid. Even if you remove extraterrestrials from this theory, it could still work. The proliferation of the silent and stealthy man-made black triangle aircraft like the TR-3A Black Manta and the TR-3B Astra, combined with the fear of the unknown, would be enough to convince people of this threat. In July 2019, Dr. Stephen Greer uploaded a video to his YouTube channel that is of a presentation about this subject. See link below. What are your thoughts on this subject? Post your comments below. If you found this video interesting or informative, please give it a like and share it with others. And subscribe to my channel for more videos on this and related subjects.